Good night, folks. Welcome in the ring, wherever you're joining us from. Happy that you all could be here with us this Friday, the ninth day. Friday, the ninth day of May. Believe it or not, it's going. By the time we see each other next week, we are days away from half month, and then we are weeks away from half year. That's how it's going. We hope you're all picking up the pace, whatever you have been doing, folks. Wherever you're joining us from. Welcome in the ring. Welcome in the ring. Each and every one of you. Great to see you folks out here on this Friday night. Claudine LaRose Duquois joining us from Kwakwani. How are you doing, Claudine? And all the other folks, Caroline, Wilma, Pinky, Bantu. Good to see you on the live. Yvette Gordon, Claire Alexis, Chomley, Richmond is here too. Good to have you, Claire and Samantha. How are you folks doing? Coral Providence is here as well. Happy to have all of you. Godfrey, and I see Christopher George and Sam and Glycis is here, and Glennis and Patricia, and the whole gang is here, folks. Mandy Cummins as well. Share the live for us. Sion Rodney, Cheryl Glenn. Smash that emoji button. Mark Deterin is here too. Good to have you on with us this evening, Mark. And Beatrice. Beatrice says she's live at the Culture Center. I was following too. I saw some of my pastors there. I was following. I heard the prayers for Adriana, heard the prayers for the nation, folks. And we're grateful for that. Tremendously grateful for that. You know, let us render unto Caesar that which is Caesar, and unto God that which is God's, you know. Joyce, good to have you here. Joy Simpson is here, and Desiree and Bridget. And you all got some nice names, you know. Your parents really took some time with you all. You all got some really nice names. Folks, wherever you're joining us from tonight, happy to have all of you here with us. Pace and power, privilege. Tend not to want to speak when the sound effects going off. But great to have all of you, the Trench Crapos, the Jagabats, the Jumpy Birds. Good to have all of you with us tonight, without exception. Well, hold on. Maybe a couple. But good to have all of you nonetheless. You know this 592 and easy? This 592, you see the IMF tell us about balancing the budget. We want to believe because there's $1 trillion budget and so on, everybody living nice. It is not so. It's not so. It's not so. Some people are living very comfortable. They have direct TV, VCR, and even cable, mama. Trinidad Calypso. Folks, you make yourself happy. Nobody can do it for you, you know. But don't make yourself happy the wrong way. Don't make yourself happy the wrong way. That's what we saw today in the city. We saw a truck passing. I don't know, something fell off the truck or what. You know. But I see them boys planting teeth. This country different, you know. It's different on so many levels. Planting teeth. Yep. It went by so fast. Planting teeth, folks. You can't. Nothing is sacred anymore, you know. Nothing is sacred. Like, how do you go meet teeth in planting? Huh? Penelope, Angela, Keith, Wilma, how you go meet teeth in planting? Now when you go by, your throat starts scratching you. Angela, what you gonna do? What you gonna do there, Albert? What you gonna do? You gotta be so careful now. So careful. You know? So very careful. Take another look at that. Maron, you go home now. You start eating the plantain. You know? All your throat starts scratching you. Killer beans and plantain and eggs. Rocker come in. Some of you are eating some teeth and plantain right now. Watching us with your little fish and chips. Some teeth and plantain all low. You know? So just in case Your better half came home with a bunch of plantains and you know him pass by the market. All right. When I say all right, I mean keep two for me. I mean all right. We see you there. We see you. Can't do the time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Things different. That's the kind of country we have, folks. It's a different country. You know, you got Trinidad, you got Barbados, you got Belize. You take your pick of it, right? You take your pick of it. Guyana is just a different. We just different. We just damn different. And so that's why I was so happy, Beatrice. I was so happy when I see the folks praying for us. Robo, praying for us. We need it. We've said it often, a national year of prayer. This 1 day, 2 days, all fine and well as a stopgap, you know. As a stopgap. But we need, as the good book says, to pray without ceasing. You know. Pray against planting teeth. And, you know, I can see some of y'all say, well, look how the Lord is helping you now. You know. How the Lord now want to eat planting? Look at him. Look how far they just bring. Look how far they just bring. You know. All right. Look how the father just bring planting. How you see some of y'all saying that? God don't come, eh? Did you listen to Jonas? He sent. God will come. He sent. Next thing you know, you walk in the Langton region street now looking for the eggs to fall from some. Looking for the egg truck. You better behave yourself. This country just different. Right? Just different. I remember reading economics, that's how you say it, at the University of Guyana. Not the whole thing, just a course. The lecturer, she's a PS now. I ain't want to call she name. She's getting problems. She's PS. She said, wait, think about this country economically. Right? Where's the exception? Where's that the rule? Where the exception? You got everybody else, folks. And then you got us. You see? So planting teeth in broad daylight like it's nothing. You got now, you're looking for the eggs. So that's one side of it, folks, as we begin tonight. That is one side of it. And I want to advise you all just to be a little careful how you're parking and stuff. Some of you already know where we're going. You all know us well enough to know where we're going. Just be careful how you're parking. Right? When you see this next fantastic parking, this says a red woman. The folks who sent it to me says it's a red lady. It's a red women is problems. I don't know, Chilichi. They say red women is problems. Be careful. Slow down out there. All of you, please and thank you. Slow down and let me arrive alive. Please, slow down. This is what we saw today, folks. Just tonight, as we're coming off some colleague senators. Yeah. That's not the Chinese car, though. You know, the Chinese are fantastic, folks. So bright and innovative. Leaps and bounds. There's a Chinese brand. What's the name of the brand? B something. BDL, B something. The cars can submerge. And just now they're gonna be taking off. Not only going under, going up too. They're already tinkering with that. But the cars in the market could go into water. You know, you go over from behind my Stabrook Market there, right? You go over from there, 10 minutes, you and Vredenhoop. 10 minutes. What's it, I know y'all know everything. Y'all know everything. Y'all fast bad. Y'all know every single thing. What's the brand? What's the brand? Be something. Popular Chinese. They said they're now outselling Tesla. BYD. Let me go know the thing like that. You see what I tell you? I know it fast. Yeah. BYD. That's not a BYD, you know, Henrik. Quincy Williams. That's not a BYD. You know, that's just foolishness. Right? Hold a focus on these roads. Hold a focus in this city. Mandy and Noel Isaacs. Noel says BYO. Yeah, I'm confused me now. It's BYD Noel. That's the brand. Now some of you are hearing it for the first time. Check it up. Don't only come on Facebook minding people business. You want to know what Dessa say. You want to know what Mel say. You know you you're on Boardness page. You understand me? Well, if you supporting Ghana Daily Lies, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. So this is not BYD. Yeah. This is a red lady. I don't know. We were not there. It is alleged. This is a red lady. I'm telling you, I do not know. Right? Church and Cumming Street. Oh, that's a hot area. Church and Cumming Street. Hot area. Share the live, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, Linda, and I see Linda's here with us. Is it the LaFleur? You got these rich people names, money in the bag like that. You know, you got the SAP and so on. Linda and Chin Sing. You got the SAP like that. But good to have all of you on the live tonight. Good folks. Good to have each and every one of you on the live. You know, there are a couple of things we're gonna throw at you guys, and then we out of your hair, so you could go forward and have a great day. That's how we're gonna do it, folks. Good to see so many of you on the live tonight. Now over 2,000 of you on a Friday night. Like they ain't got disco no more in this country. Huh? You ain't got disco no more. Remember we used to have Shell Shock on Main Street. You had Blue Note, Blue Iguana. Discos don't last long in this country. Right? You got this Touch and Go, Avalanche and Sheriff Street. You had a lot of things. 2,000 of you here with us this evening. Folks, we are grateful. We are super, super grateful that all of you are here with us. A couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we were at Essequibo talking with the rice farmers, and then we came back and we were overshadowed and by this enormous death, Adriana Young. You know, Adriana Young will live on larger than life long after killers are brought to justice. And Adriana Young in death will do so much good for this country. You know, expose all the corruption, top to bottom, especially with the police force is concerned. So we came back from Essequibo Region 2, hot off of this trip, talking to rice farmers, and all of that was overshadowed, rightfully so, by this wicked and dastardly act. Wicked and dastardly act. But God don't sleep. God don't sleep. Am I telling you? Don't sleep. Don't sleep. This is season, folks. As I said this morning, a whole program dedicated to that encyclopedia, the library out of the Ghana Press Association directed at Irvin Ali. I saw some journalists with leanings to the government, some sycophants of the government, run out and trying to defend them. Good for y'all. That's how I know 'tis the season. 'Tis the season, folks. And when all these things come, when all these things happen, it's not the end, you know. It's not the end. is the beginning of sorrows. That's what the good book tells us. It's the beginning. This afternoon, when I was listening into the church service there at the culture center, I wanted to put on my clothes and head down. You know, I know you want to forgive me tonight. Right? I want God to lead this country back to the heart of worship when it's all about Him, not about us. You know, we wicked, all are we. None good but God, the good book says. We got to repent, you know, especially this PPP government. So we're there talking to the rice farmers. I was so privileged to talk to our rice farmers, brothers and sisters, folks. The open a wicked, devilish government. The open up, as I said, talking to our brothers and sisters there in Region 2 quite recently. Take a look, folks, and take a listen.
So we here with one of the farmers, the rice farmers here in Essequibo.
I'm from Lima, but I planting rice at La Belle Alliance. I'm planting rice at La Belle Alliance for about 50 years now, approximately about 50. I'm there from 1976.
50 years?
Yes, from 1976 to this present moment. I'm here. But I live right here in Lima. And but when I plant rice there for the past time, I never did in this condition. Never. This is my first time I ever meet to that stage. Last crop, all the paddy that I reap, I get A-grade.
And what stage are you at now? You said you've never been at this stage. Talk to us about that. You said you've
never
been at
this rice, yes, in this rice industry, how this rice industry go. Nobody pay attention to it. All they come, they sit and cheer, but they don't care. Nobody don't come here. Look how backward this government be. They might come from the bottom, a dig trench from back. This very trench, like dig it from the bottom, come into the front. When they meet certain area, they don't clean it. How the water will get to the outfall channel?
Why is that? Why when they meet in certain areas, they aren't cleaning it?
Well, you only go work for friend, and them deny this. But you must come and face all facts. And you said that this government doing better. But better. You nobody come out and see all this. In me telling me they start right from since 1976. And the born and there's the other man called Bachi. He just come out and see if you talk something. You can't talk nothing, you know. You come out to see and certain that, hey man, yes, farmer request this thing. And so happen. Yeah, you come and see. Somewhere right around here, I can't really, right in the same stretch here, he has deep hole. And we go, we bring back GDD. When he come, he say, come on, what can I do for y'all? He come and he see the interest and he tell you, he say, look, do it. I put up a bridge was there, right there where the call body, years ago, on the Bornham. You know, when I come, we show Baji, he come and see it. He said, comrade, we don't have money, but if you put it up, you're going to get something for discount. You know the man we have all of the rent? We put it up as a rice farmer because of our benefit. And it was an emergency something. And the job done. Today you can't go to none of them this in the office. Certain people are go to them. One come here, this your brother, come. You get a grader for come and grade it down. Me ask them and me had to take out $30,000 from my pocket and full a hole. $30,000 from my pocket and full the hole. And this government then promise you. And when you go to them, yes, we're going to do it. Next week. When they're done with the thing, tell me, when the rice finish, don't cut the rice plow. Then they come and say, and go do it. Me don't do it. It benefit everybody, not one body.
And what are some of the challenges you have currently with your crop, your cultivation?
Well, I plant rice this crop and I reap no kind of benefit because I cut nearly about 500 bags of paddy. And the paddy, when you do walk out and take out wheat and so, me only get about 360 something. That's what it turned to.
And that has been bought by the millers?
Yes, but the key in Hampton Court. And cannot pay up to now, 6 weeks ago.
And how much per bag?
And $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah, and $1,500, different price to give. And because I want us to get rid of it before I take it and dump it.
Is this a grade that is worth $4,000 a bag? You're selling for $1,000?
Yeah. No, well, you come as the big one, as the president and whoever comes as the rice agriculture minister. Just promise you this whole world. And when the judgment day come, not what you say when you meet the rice mill and whatever he grade and he tell you, then he determine the weight of that paddy and that the price for it. Now what you say as a government, they're fooling people, they're telling lies. And that's what they do. And none one of them and this government administration don't come out and face up with these facts. They can't. No, me tell you this, they cannot. And if they come out and face our facts, they go drop dead. Yeah. And as a rice farmer, I grew up there, my 70 years of age. 70.
What would you like to see happen in terms of getting the industry to where it should be as you know it?
Well, I think we should be better than today. Get people to come out, face our facts. You understand? Come and see like how you come out today and you can never say that you never meet with me. You never can say that word. No. Or you never come and say, right, so I'm going to do something, I'll say something. No. Yeah, we say some things, and these are the things. If you go ask them this, that, they do it if they got friends. Everything I work under this government and friends, you know. I have many things. I got big house under Bornam. I have driver's license 43 years ago. I'm sorry, I must have been the age yet, 43 years ago. And under Bornam, I take out no money and give nobody to get a driver's license. Today, you're going to forget $150,000, $20,000 for give them for getting a driver's license. Does that facts? Yeah, that is goodwill to people. You don't see the good for people. You see for friend and family.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah? Friend and family, and you must look for friend and family. Look for yourself. Look for others too. Like them, they see grow up in front of me, they can tell you, that one, they know me too. All of us just walk shy rice together in our young days. And you can tell you, those days we work hard, but we never had problem like today. No, we never had those things on a problem. We do it, and we get something. But I think, thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, you heard it there, folks. You heard it there. Yeah. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. You know what was my favorite part? What was my favorite part? That interview. That's what I love. Being on the ground. This studio thing, the hair looking nice. You know, cut your hair and brush your teeth and all that. I like being on the ground, talking with people, listening to their concerns. I love that. Jacket and tie, the Calypsonian says, a big mama guy, but all the respect for y'all. All the absolute respect for y'all. You got to put yourself. I'm at work now, man. Shucks. My favorite part is when he said 43 years. You haven't meet 43 years yet. I like the. You must even meet 43 years. He said, yeah. Right on, amen. People got real concerns. You can't moonwalk out of them problems, you know. You can't moonwalk. You can't get chance banter out of them. You got to work through them. You see? No amount of propaganda can cover up what's happening in the sector. None. So I was privileged to be with the leader of the opposition and team on the ground. Spoke to another farmer too. Another farmer too. You know, the people got real concerns in this country. Look, if we only concern and say who vote for we can't move this country forward like that, you know. Maybe the first thing we consider, where put the X. But we got to represent. That's why we were elected. To represent people all across this country. You know, try to move this country in a positive direction. Take a look. Take a listen.
The out of this is the low class of people there in this year right now. Why is we facing on it?
But then they only take special people.
Yes.
Party.
Then got special people party wanna take in and you want there out there.
We said you know why you can't
yes.
get in.
We said you can't get in.
We said in that
when they do test your party, you never make the grade, you have to leave.
All right.
By the time you're ready to get the party out
it's fine.
from the truck, remember they get in.
And the metal
the heat in there, the party.
All right, the solution lies in us increasing more storage capacity.
Yes.
Where government works with the private sector to increase storage capacity,
yes,
so that farmers can have their paddy stored until there is market. So it's an issue we have looked at, and we are well aware that we will need to increase storage capacity using the government as well as the private sector. And the government can give support to small farmers in such an environment. But once you sort out the question of storage, then you have to sort the question of distribution. And we will work on the three elements: production, storage, and distribution.
Yes, and the next thing again, the variety that you got now, when you get amount of bag, you're getting 500 and 600 bags per black, you get the amount of paddy, but not the quality.
Okay, so the quality is an issue.
Yes, the quality.
Well, like I said to them when we're talking about the variety, you have to look at for a variety that can be utilized in Guyana.
Yes.
If it is one that can't withstand the weather, then you'll have that problem. But we have also been saying that we want to put a lab here so that they can be testing and use the scientific thing to help small farmers. So that's where we're heading.
The value was very high, very, very high, but nobody come out and say like, wow, the things used to happen, come and help for spray the place. You know, there's some kind of thing they call aerial spray, which they do nothing like that. But they just give you empty promise to say, yes, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And when judgment day come, nobody is. And that is bad. You don't promise a man some, even you are a child and you say, well, here up, if you pass this thing or you do such a thing, I will buy a scooter for you to go to school and thing. You're looking for it, you know.
Yes, if you buy it, it's trouble.
Yeah, and maybe because there's no problem because every day you might bug me. Daddy, you go give me thing. But yeah, it's story like that. Things like that happen. So everybody will look for say, well, get something.
But you see, too, if you don't have a proper system of agricultural extension workers who on the ground and know what's happening and feeding back both the central government and the region, then you'll have the problem. And that is why we said we will set up a national network of agricultural assistance across the country so that they don't not only give you technical assistance, they know exactly where your farms are, what are your problems, and you know them so you can engage them to get solutions.
Then another thing to we come to this now even them are said they got ranger, but we don't have ranger, we got motorcycle rider because me never see one of them go in the trench and say pick up and board and put it on a check. This crop gun, it been a big issue with me and them. They got two rice farmer go and bring somebody to say that how me waste the water. Me if one of the rice he never call me and they say man, he say he there but my grandfather rice he roll up me. I go come roll up you on there too. That the water runs strong in the trench. What me do? Me say by me only take out the boat from the basin the deep because the water full of it can't go in there. If nobody not there the fastest you can drown it. Me go me take it out. Me go back the very afternoon and put it on. That around about 5:30. By the time I finish and come open me cut it get dark. The next man you try full with water. If me ain't going to block it, nobody, and I got ranger, I got overseer, and I got this, nobody going. So what sense he make?
You gotta get government,
but
employees functioning.
You got to tell them about the suffering you went through with the water.
Our apologies there, folks. Never dull moment. Our apologies there. Never ever a dull moment. But there you are, folks. The rice farmers in Region 2 got some real concerns. As I said, you can't break dance, moon flick, and walk backwards and out of it. You got to sit down and you got to, that is the burden of leadership. That's the burden of it. Right? I was so happy that the leader opposition on the ground say what you want. He was on the ground talking with them. And the farmers said, other people don't come on the ground like that. They come and they hold a meeting at government house, the palatial dwellings and fancy food and so on, and the nice cushion seat. They come with a chair, but they don't care. There you have it, folks. There you have it. Some other things I want to share with you folks before our time leaves us. Some other things we got to share with you folks tonight. There's a lot happening in this country. As soon as you blink, you miss 10 years. It's a lot. Cover up a foot. That's what the leader of the opposition suggested today. I don't envy him, Everybody wants some, do good. I good. I good. You know, in the rice field yesterday, today you got some other issue. Cover up of foot. It's a lot happening. Plenty things. They're telling us, for instance, like you heard me this afternoon was asking, whoever happened to the nursing assistant? Well, they're telling us she on remand. They got a little quiet. You see, this will happen, you know. A huge case like this, you would think you got some periodic updates coming out of the Ghana police force, right? You got something called a press conference, or a media briefing to keep the public up to date. And in the absence of that, speculations are running rife. And so the nursing assistant, they tell us, was remanded. Right? She was remanded, they said, for what they call terrorism. I don't know if they're using these terms lightly or not. Right? You guys can answer the gas. Are they using them lightly? Or are they? This is Nurse Tiana Serena Lewis King. I wanted to get it right in one go. Remanded today. What is it? They said she claimed falsely that she'd witnessed the post-mortem examination of Adriana Young's body and was charged with inciting terrorism. Of course, by now you know Dr. Frank Anthony is part of the allegation that she was asked to be there on his behalf, apparently. And he has come out denying that that is so. She represented me, he said. You believe them? I asking you for myself. You believe them? You believe them? And then the person who leaked the information, one Randolph Kingston, he was charged and released on $300,000 bail. He leaked it. The lady told him this in confidence, but she's charged with inciting terrorism. Make it make sense. She is charged with inciting terrorism. He leaked it. Allegedly. He leaked it allegedly. Randolph Kingston. But he's on $300,000 bail and she's remanded. Folks, that makes sense to you? I don't want to lead the question. Maybe I did a little bit. It makes sense to you, Mandy. You know, I'm hearing some of my journalistic training coming back. Don't lead the question. Mark, Green Tea, and Williams. Just like that. Just like that. You know, the PNCR had a press conference today, and leader of the opposition, Mr. Norton, he says, stop this cover-up thing. We want no retiree. We want the people themselves, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, to come and investigate this matter. Don't give me no canter nothing. We want the real thing, Cheryl. Ngwazi, the real story. The real thing. Here's some of what Mr. Norton said today.
Cover-up of the murder of Adriana Young. It is now clear to all right-thinking Guyanese that the PPP regime and the Guyana Police Force are seeking to cover up and sweep under the carpet the murder of Adriana Young. This is unacceptable, unlawful, and unjust. In the light of the attempt to cover up this matter, the President and other senior PPP officials must publicly declare what is their relationship with the owner of Double D Hotel. The attempt by this rogue, totalitarian, and dictatorial regime to bring a retired police homicide investigator is unacceptable and must be rejected out of hand by all right-thinking Guyanese. While we cast no aspirations on the investigator, Irfan Ali and the Ghana Police Force cannot be trusted to choose an investigator and determine the terms of reference. We in the opposition stand by our previously stated position that a reputable international organization must be invited to undertake the investigation into the death of Adriana Young.
Right? We want the real people. No bogus, no can't. Nothing against the fella. He may be a nice fella if you get to know him. Right? We got enough friends. We want the real people. Another thing Mr. Norton said in that press today, he said this misuse of this inciting terrorism, wrong charging people. Like somebody said, you said, look, you do nonsense, you got to face the law. You got to face the law. But you can't go and trump up charges. You can't go charging people willy-nilly. Right? So let me get it right. That's what the leader of the opposition said. Basically, let's get it right.
And all Guyanese as we pursue justice for Adriana. Stop the misuse of the anti-terrorism law. We are not opposed to people facing the full force of the law for looting and other violations of the law. However, we demanded the government release all the innocent bystanders they have wrongfully incarcerated under the guise of fighting terrorism. We in the APNU also believe that the charge of inciting public terror under the Criminal Law Offense Act must be withdrawn and be replaced by an appropriate charge under the Act. We see the use of the offense of inciting public terror as an abuse of power and an attempt to silence and instill fear in those demanding justice for Adriana Young.
Yep. Misuse. Misuse. Inciting terrorism. Well, investors got frightened just now. The investors have got to be worried just now. Because we're inciting terrorism. So let's get it right. But the other question is, can the Ghana Police Force get it right? Can they? Can they? Can they? You know. So this election is so bizarre. Governor for the Essequibo. Them boys going ahead. The Venezuelans going ahead with that. Every right-thinking Guyanese ought to condemn this continually. Continual condemnation. Very interesting. Maduro in Moscow. And I was reading some of what Ronald Austin put out there today, that Russia and Venezuela signed their fourth strategic partnership agreement a couple of days ago. Right. And Austin, steeped in these issues, says that it weakens the Western financial grip on Maduro and the powers of sanction to deter any military adventurism by Caracas is blunted. These are the times we're living in. Secondly, Austin says Russia increased or is increasing its investments in Venezuela. He says there's a security guarantee in that, in the face of military threats, Russia would have an interest in protecting Maduro. Folks, these are dangerous times we're living in. Dangerous time. Very, very dangerous time. And this whole reprehensible, wicked, stinking, dirty election, we'll have none of it. We will have none of it. None whatsoever. Bogus, fraud. The thing was determined, full, final, and complete already. Right? In the 1899 Arbitral Award, and then we got the Geneva Agreement of 1966. We ain't going back for find out now. If and buts. The thing has already been determined. Please and thank you. So don't come wrong with funny. I don't care how many deputies. Right? Not too concerned how many deputies they bring in. They said they're going to elect what? This is May 25th. This is going down, by the way, in a couple of days. Right? They're going to be electing a few deputies. This is madness. You can't even try to rationalize it because it's so nonsensical. It is so nonsensical, top to bottom. 8 deputies to represent the Essequibo region in the Venezuelan parliament. Well, I'd rather see them with this fiction. And you know the time we spend on Facebook abusing down each other. These are the things we ought to be trained on. Don't let me lose a focus on the things that matter. We ain't have to fight every fight, you know. You got to fight the fight that counts. This is one of them. Bunch of madness. But them boys scared. Them boys concerned. You think so? Well, I think not. I think not. Some other things happening. We saw the UK. They're funding a project to improve GCOM's administration of elections. I thought everything got a GCOM. Maybe the UK knows something we don't know. Perhaps the UK knows something that we don't know. I'm very grateful. Let me say thanks. Right? Let me say thanks to the UK government for making the funds available. Want to say thanks to them. We need help. Trillion-dollar economy. You know, but if the money ain't go to the right place, how we can call it development? If GCOM still backward, I'm frightened fast, you know, because that's another situation we're just walking into. GCOM can't even hold a simple press conference without coming out with 3 statements and 2 other press conferences to clarify the initial press conference. It's a whole election we're going to entrust these guys with. I'd rather not. So we're grateful for the folks from the UK who are making this happen for us. And while we were on that, I saw the US government too giving some assistance. Grateful for that. And this other front too. I saw Ambassador Terrio, Ambassador Her Excellency Nicole Terrio, welcoming the US in the US Internal Revenue Service Criminal Investigations Deputy Attaché. Marsha, a video earlier this week, right? They said the attaché is engaged with local partners in discussions aimed at countering illicit operations and transnational crimes that pose a threat to the US and regional security. So clearly, the US knows some things that we don't know. You heard all that? Countering illicit operations and transnational crimes. That's a mouthful. You don't see that in NCN, you don't see that in The room with the news. The Chronicle, what's yet? Worse yet. But I'm happy we got some help. Because we would be so inundated with miasma in this country, we won't be able to catch ourselves. We will be totally inundated with it. See, look at the little things that we have. Lukesh Ibrahim, 12 years old, Adriana's contemporary. He loses his life. Dengue and some other thing. Fastest growing economy in the world. Dengue killing 12-year-olds. Fastest. We're building all the hospitals. Jesus have mercy. Right. Soon we'll have one hospital per citizen. And dengue killing 12-year-old. You know, those of you who live in the diaspora, health professionals, you must laugh when you say, look how they're still backward. I ain't going back there. Eating a little plantain. Not even plantain, a little chips tonight. Look at us. Now the parent got to bury the son. Lukesh Ibrahim, 12 years old. Dengue. When we 10, 15 years and now when we look back, we got to apologize the whole generation, you know, for backwardness. What's happening with our women on that front? Is it that women go missing in this country on a daily basis? And we're hearing so much of it now because they're trying to look good, like they're actually doing some police work. We've seen such a surge of missing women, an upsurge in missing women. And here is Candy Amanda McBean, 37 years old. She has gone missing. Says she's been trying to escape an abusive relationship. She's been missing for 4 weeks. Folks, if you know what Candy Amanda McBean is, let the authorities know. The closest police station. Over the last 2, 3, 4 days, just an upsurge in missing women. Like, what is it? We're quite a country, you know. Our brothers and sisters, Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Greek and Gentiles, pray for we. Man remanded for threatening baby with a knife. You see the kind of foolishness going on in this country? Threatening a baby with a knife. You know? I want to infer too much of what the problem is. 34-year-old construction worker accused of threatening his infant child, Alicia Vales, I think it is, with a knife during a domestic dispute with his common law partner. My brother. Jesus have mercy. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. You think you finished there? No. When these things happen, it's not the end. It's the beginning of sorrows. Newborn death at GPHC. Stacey thought we turned the corner on this. I thought we turned the corner on this. So you're threatening babies, we're killing babies. My God. What a thing. So this mother, Simone Bacchus, not Simone Bacchus, this mother, Zorinda Bacchus, is grieving the death of this infant. So the infant became stuck in the birth canal. Fastest growing economy in the world. You know, other countries solve these problems. You know, Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Greek and Gentiles, Pray for this country. Say a prayer for Zorinda. You know, say a prayer for her. Say a prayer. As we wrap up, folks, as we wrap up, I'm learning that the Young family, or Adriana Young's family, they've rejected this single investigator, this single retired investigator. They have rejected that. They said they want the real deal. I saw a news source on that story. They said they want the real deal. They want nothing can't. The real thing. The real thing. Folks, protect your mental health. I got like up to here. Protect it. Protect your mental health. Pray for me too. You know? And above that, pray for me too. You believers, pray for me as well. Over the weekend, protect your mental health. You know, get in a safe space. Some friends, some family. You know, get some quiet shoot and, you know, plug out a little bit. Not like abuse somebody, don't worry, son. Plug out, you know. Take an hour for yourself, for 2 hours, just for you, your family, your loved one. You know, we ain't got to know everything. It's not for us to know every single thing. That's going to do it for us tonight. Have a great weekend, folks. We're going to see you guys back here next week. Same time, same place. Have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for joining us, all of you. Charles, over 3,000 of you on a Friday night. The disco's got for close. Joy Dotson, Mandy, Samantha, Melanie, perhaps, yeah. Somebody, I said disco now. Disco's 11, 12 o'clock, Duncan. Deborah, Sonia Massicup, happy belated birthday, Sonia. Happy belated birthday. Yep. Andrew and Oren and Wendy and Siobhan and Valme and Eban. Happy birthday. Ruan, if you're watching us tonight, happy birthday to you too. Somebody else I saw celebrating a birthday. I think it's Mrs. Wade. Mrs. Darren Wade. I think I saw celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to her. Mrs. Wade. Yep. That's going to do it for us tonight, folks. That's going to do it for us at this time. So long. We're going to see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Stay safe.